Oh, viewers, we messed up. We messed up real bad. Roll the footage. As you can see here I am celebrating a goal against Chelsea. And as you can see here, I'm celebrating a goal against West Ham United. I may have accidentally recorded both of those games while on mute. One being an FA Cup quarter-final, one being a huge game in the Premier League. But the show must go on, and we are back today with another episode, and it is FA Cup semi-final day. Arsenal are on their way to Wembley. We've got Manchester United. It's going to be a tough one. We'll talk you through the previous fixtures. Let's get into it, but we messed up. We messed up bad. Let's get you caught up then on things that happened that we did have recorded. And then when it came to editing, you know, things happened. We've got Manchester United today in the FA Cup semi-final, and how we got there was a victory against West Ham United. We beat them 2-0 quite comfortably then in the FA Cup quarter-final. We were away from home, and yes, the game before that, we did beat Chelsea 2-1 at the Emirates Stadium. Emile Smith-Rowe and Kingsley Coman with the goals. As you would have seen in the footage before, I nearly lost my mind because Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang rounded the goalkeeper, and I was so sure he's just going to roll it in for a tap-in. Nope. He took his time, laid it back to Kingsley Coman. Thankfully, we managed to get the win, but I thought that was the chance dead and buried. We then followed up the victory over West Ham with victories over Crystal Palace and also a huge 6-1 win over Brighton. I think that's our biggest score in the league so far. Since changing to this 4-3-3, it's definitely allowed our players a little bit of freedom, and we seem to be creating a hell of a lot more chances, scoring a hell of a lot more goals as well. So going forward, it's been absolutely brilliant, and it's definitely a tactic we're looking to continue into next season. In between those victories then was a 1-1 draw against Aston Villa, a late Gabriel header in a game that we really did not deserve to get anything from. Aston Villa were by far and away the better team. As you can see here, the higher XG, more shots on target. We were lucky to come away with a draw, but thankfully, thanks to those results, we have now guaranteed ourselves qualification into the Europa League Conference. Conference League? Europa Conference League? Conference Europa League. Whatever the BTEC Europa League is, we've qualified for. And looking at the table then, in today's episode, following the Manchester United game, we could potentially see ourselves at least secure qualification for the Europa League, which, as I said at the start of the series, was the bare minimum for this Arsenal side. Getting back into Europe was the key. Europa League has been fantastic, but now looking at the gap, we've got a 12-point cushion back to Leeds with only, what, 6 games left. You have to imagine that we are huge favourites to qualify for the Champions League. Europa League football could be confirmed in the later part of the episode up against Everton. But first, we will bring you the game at Wembley against Manchester United. We are pretty close to full strength, so we're going to be going into this game at Wembley. Ideally, as the favourites, it's going to be tough because obviously the likes of Ronaldo, the likes of Greenwood, the likes of Sancho, Rashford, all on the attack. Bruno Fernandes as well. We're going to have to watch out for those guys. But the chance at silverware this season is still on. First game of the episode up against Manchester United. So here we go then. Here's the lineup for today's game. And as I said, we're as close to full strength as possible. Nkunku, Zakaria and Partey making up the midfield three. Back five as you would expect it by now. Ødegaard, Kingsley Coman and Aubameyang up front. It is going to be very, very tricky up against this Manchester United side. They aren't having the best league season. I think they're below us at the minute in 4th place. And they're fighting it out with the likes of Leeds and Chelsea for that final Champions League spot. But when it comes to FA Cup semi-final day, as we all know, anything can happen. I won't necessarily call it an upset if they were to win. Same way if we were to win as well. It certainly isn't an upset. I want us to go into this game, though, full of confidence of the fact that we have performed really well since changing formation. And there's a huge opportunity in our first season to bring home some silverware. There's the Manchester United lineup, as dangerous as we could imagine. Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be tough to defend, but defensively we have been really, really good this season. We're looking to keep that up here at Wembley. First highlight of the semi-final then, Nkunku with the corner whips it in. It is cleared by Cristiano Ronaldo, but Thomas Partey's there on the follow-up, and it's just over the bar. I think they've got Dean Henderson in goal. They do, which is a surprise. I thought David De Gea will probably be their #1 still at this point in the season. But 15 minutes in, we've had the best chance, the only chance so far. Let's see if we can capitalise some more. End of the half, it is 0-0. Possession-wise, we are dominating. We just need a goal. I think that would... Maybe there's a little bit of nerves in the team. Obviously, it's a huge semi-final. We are still quite a young team. Here's the first highlight of the second half, and it's starting with a Wan-Bissaka throw-in deep in our half. Looking for Rashford at the back post. It's cleared well. Ødegaard knocks it on, and Aubameyang can bring it away. I wouldn't mind a little bit of possession here just to start this second half. See if we could create something with our passing. That's what we are all about. Passing and movement, especially with the centre-backs. And look, as you can see, Ben White bringing it forward. He's taken a risk and Rashford has nicked it from him. And Manchester United can build up themselves. We've got to look out for the pace of Ronaldo. We play quite a high line defensively. Brilliant defending from Tomiyasu, and Kanu now can go the other way. He takes on Pogba, got by him, had a shot on target. It's a bit of a tame one, but it's a comfortable save for Henderson in the end. Free kick. Ødegaard whips it in. It's a save by Henderson, and somehow we've not scored from the rebound. What has happened there? That surely should have been a tap-in, even for Aubameyang or Nkunku. The highlight seems to continue, and we have another opportunity from this throw-in. Can Thomas Partey get it into the box? No, he can't, but Tomiyasu finds Nkunku, cuts inside, and it's just over the bar. We're starting to get a little bit of pressure now. We are on top. We've got to make this count. Easy. 75 minutes. We've not made any changes. I've got in the back of my mind extra time as a possibility. So we are going to hold off on making some subs as the time ticks along. 86 minutes. We're going to encourage the boys one more time. See if we can get one more opportunity before full time. But it looks like we're going to extra time here. We are. We've been the much better side in this second half. Dominated the ball, dominated the chances. As you saw from the amount of highlights, we probably were unlucky not to score at least one goal in that second half. We're going to make some changes then. I still think we've been unlucky. Who can we bring on that might make a difference here? Ødegaard is looking tired, so we're going to bring on Bukayo Saka on that right-hand side. Kingsley Coman as well. We're going to bring on Gabriel Martinelli, who was the hero in that quarter-final against West Ham with a late goal. We still have quite a few substitutions left. Kieran Tierney is tired, so we don't really have anyone to bring on for him. We can bring on Callum Chambers for Tomiyasu, who is feeling the pace a little bit as well. Zakaria comes off for Lokonga in that box-to-box mid, and what we'll do is we'll switch Partey into that role, play Lokonga as more of a deep-line playmaker. And we have one more. Do we use it now? I'll probably wait until the second half of extra time if we need it. 4 changes then. Let's see if we can make the difference. We're on positive. Again, we ended that second half really, really well. We want to capitalise and see. I don't want it to go to penalties. Whatever it takes not to go to penalties. My heart cannot take that. No real highlights then in this extra time period. We're in the stoppage time. Nothing has happened at all. It seems as though we're going to penalties. Yes, we are. How's your nerve, boys? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is our only penalty taker that I feel confident in. Thomas Partey could probably take one as well, but his penalties are not that good. Oh, the nerves are starting to kick in. Let's give them a team talk. I'm sure that the boys are feeling it. I do have confidence in them, but no one loves a penalty shootout. It's completely random at this stage. Let's switch up to behind the goal as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang takes the first penalty of the semi-final, slots it to the goalkeeper's right. Arsenal 1, Man United 0, and Rashford has the chance then to level it up. Well saved by Aaron Ramsdale. Rashford misses. It's still Arsenal 1, Man United 0. It's advantage to Arsenal. Christopher Nkunku, our summer signing, can he send home the advantage? He can. It's Arsenal 2, Man United 0. And now we are in the driver's seat of this FA Cup semi-final. Edison Cavani steps up next. And it's another save by Ramsdale. Ramsdale is making himself an Arsenal hero. One of the unexpected ones. I thought it was going to be all about the penalty takers. Lokonga steps up next to make it 3-0. It's a fantastic penalty down to the goalkeeper's right. One more save or one more goal from us, and we are heading back for a final at Wembley. I'm not sure who we're facing yet. We will find out probably a little bit later in the episode, but Paul Pogba can make it 3-1 in the penalty shootout. Aaron Ramsdale, he's conceded 1. That's not too bad. He's saved 2. He's conceded 1. We can deal with that sort of level of ratio. Martinelli then, the young Brazilian with a chance to make himself a cult hero within the Arsenal fans and beat Manchester United and send us to an FA Cup final. Martinelli scores down to the goalkeeper's right. And it's Arsenal 4-1 on penalties after a 0-0 draw. I have to say, we do thoroughly deserve that. We were the better side for the majority of the game. So happy. We've got a massive opportunity to bring some silverware back to the Emirates. I don't want to go for another penalty shootout. I'm absolutely ecstatic though, guys. Whew. Penalty shootout victory over Manchester United. There we have it. We're going to be playing against Liverpool in the final of the FA Cup. Obviously, we've beat them once earlier in the season at the Emirates Stadium. They got heavy revenge against us at Anfield. The FA Cup final is going to be the decider. We're going to move forward onto the Everton game next. That could determine our European fate. If we win, I pretty much think we're guaranteed Europa League football mathematically. And we'll be heavy favourites for the Champions League. I'll see you ahead of the next game. So here we go then. Premier League fixture up against Everton. And we've had to make quite a few changes after the extra time performances from a number of the boys. There was quite a lot of them that were tired. So we've had to bring in Pepe for Coman. In midfield, we had to change all 3 of the guys around. We've got Xhaka, Lokonga and Smith Rowe in for Nkunku, Thomas Partey, and who played in midfield? Dennis Zakaria. We brought in Maitland-Niles for Tomiyasu, Tavares on that left-back position as well for Kieran Tierney. Here we go then. A win against Everton and we can guarantee Europa League football back at the Emirates Stadium. That was the bare minimum. If we can get some favourable results with some of our rivals, then maybe we confirm Champions League football as well. And that would be a huge step forward for this team. Here we go. We can secure qualification for the Europa League with a win tonight. Again, another performance where we're feeling a little bit nervous. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but home form has been absolutely fantastic this season. Up against Everton, I definitely think we're the favourites. They're still in contention for Europa League football themselves. Let's get this victory, secure Europa League football, and think all about Champions League and that FA Cup final day against Liverpool. Another quiet first half then. I've just realised we are on the wrong camera setting following our penalty shootout highlights. But it's taken until the 38th minute for the first highlight, and it seems to be in favour of Everton. Richarlison driving down that left-hand side, but Ødegaard does well to track back and win it. Emil Smith Rowe now can drive forward, but not able to pick out a pass. Defensively, though, we are still really strong. Conceding goals is not something we've done much this season, and that's definitely something we want to look into continuing next year. Building up the play slowly from defence. Ben White can bring it out, bring it forward. Lokonga now gets involved in the play, drives forward and plays it into Ødegaard. Can we create something? There's Smith Rowe looking for Aubameyang, but it's falling back to Ødegaard, who gets it across. Aubameyang's there, 6 yards out. It's a poor header. It just goes over. Sure chance of boring Arsenal has rung around the Emirates at this stage. I was going to make some changes, but it seems as though we've got a highlight starting with Aaron Ramsdale. Can we create something from this opportunity? We always don't mind when Ben White brings it out. He's been fantastic with his passing range this year. And he's created quite a few of our chances. Ødegaard slips it through to Emil Smith Rowe, who's at the byline. It's poor from the goalkeeper, and Pepe's there. We were actually just about to take Nicola Pepe off. We won't do that now. Arsenal won, Everton 0 in the 74th minute. It's poor goalkeeping from, who is that? Pickford in goal. Emil Smith Rowe gets to the byline, drills it across. Pickford with a fumble, falls straight to Pepe on his right foot, and it goes into the back of the net. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. A couple of minutes left then, and we can all but guarantee our path into the Europa League, into stoppage time. Doesn't seem as though Everton are going to score. Is that commentator's curse? No, it isn't. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Let's have a look at the table then. Are we in the Champions League? Have we confirmed our spot into the Champions League? So we're on 75 points. Ahead of Leeds then, with 5 games to go. We are 14 points clear of them. So we're not guaranteed Champions League football just yet. Man United lost though. So if we are going to finish anywhere in the league, it looks as though it is going to be in third place. Liverpool have a game in hand, but as you can see here, Man City slipped up against Chelsea. The title looks like it's going back to Anfield. We don't really care about that. Next season and the season after, that's when we are looking to push on for the title. Big win against Everton. Huge win in the FA Cup semi-final. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying the series. We're nearing the end of season 1. Nearing the end of season 1. It's been a fantastic year so far. We're going to be able to push on in season 2. The summer transfer window, if we can get the budgets, is going to absolutely send us high up the table. I'm hoping. We're currently 3rd, but we want to be competing with the likes of Man City. We want to compete with the likes of Liverpool consistently. And if we can win the FA Cup, that will be a fantastic leg up to hopefully, fingers crossed, become Premier League champions before, was it 2024? That would be amazing. But if you did enjoy this video, feel free to hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here. Everyone's welcome to Wayne's World. Thank you once again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you for the next one.